want them to walk away knowing that we didn't have these rights, and they shouldn't take these rights for granted.
More than 60 years after a deadly church bombing by the KKK, a survivor tells us why it's important to never give up the fight for their civil rights. Sarah Collins Rudolph was just 12 years old when she survived a bombing that killed 4 other girls, including her sister, in Birmingham, Alabama in 1963.
That bombing led to support for the passage of the Civil Rights Act. New tonight, News 10 NBC's Tom Kowalski spoke with Collins Rudolph about why it's important to keep protecting those rights decades later.
Past and present collided here at In Christ New Hope Ministry. As a survivor of a KKK bombing in the 1960s, Sarah Collins Rudolph shares her story with the people of Rochester.
Ku Klux Klan placed dynamite in the 16th Street Baptist Church on that day. And while we was in Sunday school, the bomb went off.
Collins Rudolph survived the bombing that killed 4 girls and partly blinded her at just the age of 12.
When the bomb went off, I called out to my sister. I called Addie, and I called her name 3 times, but she didn't answer.
It wasn't until years later that 3 men were charged with murder in the first degree in relation to the bombing.
It took them 39 years to get the Bobby Frank Terry to justice, and also Thomas Bland. It was in 2001 and 2002. So it was just too long.
And in a public event, Collins Rudolph emphasized to people young and old about why it's important to continue fighting for civil rights.
We should always remember that the death of those young girls really changed the world, because after they marched, the people in Birmingham, Alabama marched, they passed the Civil Rights Bill, they passed the Voting Rights Bill because of what happened there in Birmingham, Alabama.
Collins Rudolph says to this day, she's still waiting for an official apology from the Alabama government. From In Christ New Hope Ministry, Tom Kowalski, News 10 NBC.
Collins Rudolph wrote a book reliving that day. It's called The Fifth Little Girl.